Hello there, welcome back. My name is Namolina now with Humura, and today we have another amazing guest. Her name is Doreen, and she is one of the few women who have taken on sound engineering in the country. And I'm so honored to have you here with me today, Doreen. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Thank you so much for your time. I'm doing great. I'm very happy to have you here.
Yeah, me
If you
too.
don't mind, a brief introduction on who Doreen is and what Doreen does.
Okay, I'm a sound engineer. In my free time, I'm a mom.
In your free time.
Yeah, apart from my sound engineering, yeah, I'm that. Yeah.
You have a background with social work. Is this what you studied?
Yes, I studied social sciences at uni, and then I drastically changed career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had you had an opportunity to practice within that field?
The field of social.
Social science.
Yeah. I did. I worked with groups of women, children, and the community. Yeah, I did.
And what was that experience like for you?
It was great. Yeah, it was very, very good for me. I impacted people. Yeah, it was really good.
How did you make the shift from, because they're so diverse, they're so away from
Different.
each other. Yeah, like, so how do you like go from I'm a social worker, I'm working with people, to I'm going to work on sound, I'm going to be a sound engineer?
Okay. Initially, I should have been in sound engineering before. I should have been in the creatives before. But growing up, like our Ugandan society, it's not easy telling a parent to pay school fees
Yeah.
or wherever in that other field. Yeah, so when I was growing up, I was very much involved in the creatives, the school choir, dance and drama. But I remember, because it was always after school, so I would go back home really late, and they decided to stop me. And actually, I got some canes for going back late. Yeah, so they decided to stop me from going. So that's how it died out. So I continue high school, uni, I studied social sciences, but I always felt I wasn't fulfilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt something was missing. So luckily, I think the universe has a way of aligning you. Luckily, I landed on a course that was being advertised online. I applied for it and studied sound engineering. I didn't know exactly what it was at that time. I was just sampling.
Trying to
Yeah,
see.
trying to see, yeah, looking for that other aspect that is missing. Like, why is something ringing in my mind? Like, there's something else I need to do. So when I got exposed to it, I realized, okay, I think my passion lies here. Yes, so I decided to completely switch and become a sound engineer
Full time.
full time.
So what gave you the confidence though? To, because yes, you have the opportunity, you found this course online that is going to provide you the education, but the actual confidence to go through with that.
Yeah. One, I enjoyed it. Then I found really very good mentors. Very, very good. They are like top in the country. So they made me fall in love with the
Sound,
with sound engineering. And that other thing I told you that was ringing, you need to do something that I found it started getting silenced.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I realized this is what I was looking for all along.
And how often? Because I don't know if this is a field that has a lot of women in it. So how often do you meet people like women that are doing what you're doing?
Yes, it's a field that has mostly only men. Yeah, because also in where I work, the studio where I work, I'm the only woman. Yes, so I've met only one.
One other sound engineer. And how is that experience? Like, you know, I think it's a privilege to be in a place
Yeah.
where you have representation. And
Yeah.
what is the experience of, I love doing this thing, though where I'm working, I don't have a lot of representation of people that are like me or understand me, because obviously, like, women and men are very different.
Yeah.
And our needs are also different. So how are you handling that, being in a space where you're not fully represented?
Luckily, I think I'm the representation now. That's not an excuse, because the men that I work with are very, very career oriented. They love passing on knowledge. Yeah, so they've been like very receptive to me, and they are always teaching me. They want me to be really, really that good. Yes. So I don't feel like, because there's no representation, it's not been a challenge. It's been a very good experience for me, and being there also, I am carrying the flag for other women, so I can't be mediocre.
Yeah, true.
I have to work hard and be as good as them. And these men, they are set out to make me the best. Yeah, so
that's actually a very good thing.
Yeah,
we need more men like your bosses and
we do.
colleagues.
We do. I think it's one of the fields where men love passing on knowledge. Other fields.
Have you seen that in, like, outside even your workplace? Other people?
Yeah, where I was before, people don't really love passing on knowledge. They feel, okay, not all, but my experience, they feel
Is this
if you learn more than, if they teach you so much, you can become better than them.
Yeah.
So guys are holding on the information, on the skills that they have.
Social work?
Yes. But these fields, they just want to teach you. I don't know how different it is or why it's like that, but they want to really teach you, and they want you to strive and be very good at what you do. Yeah.
What has been one of the greatest lessons that you've learned since pursuing sound engineering and practicing it?
The greatest, I think, let me see, like what I've worked on.
No, like, it could be a lesson that you learned through practicing sound engineering. Because I had a podcast a long time ago, and I hated the podcast. I loved the podcast because the idea and everything. I hated it because of sound. It was during this podcast that I learned that sound is a whole career, and you should pay people to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy to edit. It's not easy to even creating a good space where you're getting good sound. Like, you can literally be in a quiet place with just trees, and it will still be extremely hectic to get the good sound in it. But it really introduced me to this idea that, sound is a very key thing.
Yeah.
And recently I had a friend he's a videographer. He's like, yeah, well, you can have very good video, but if your sound is bad, you have absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
So for me, one thing that podcast really taught me was you have to have patience, because it takes editing sound by the minute is insane work. And that is when I learned that this is not for me at all. So maybe you have an experience where, like, oh yeah, while I was practicing, I learned this, or maybe it's something you learned from a colleague.
Yeah.
But within your experience as a sound engineer, what has been a very, very beautiful lesson to pass on? Okay,
first, I think, as you said, you really have to be patient, and some people need to be outdoors and do all sorts of things out. But as sound engineer, you're always in the studio. Sometimes with headsets. Okay, most of the time we have headsets, and or maybe really loud speakers, and you have to be very, very, very attentive to detail. Yes. If you can't, something will go by. And or have you sometimes watched movies and someone is speaking and the sound is right behind the words, or the words are
it's not well there.
They are not syncing. So you have to be very, very, I think you have to be a perfectionist.
Really?
That's what I have to say.
There's no room for error.
No, there's no room for error. There's no room for error. Like, for example, if you're recording maybe a show, you have to be able to improvise. Like, if electricity goes off, you can't tell the audience and stuff, guys, we are stopping because maybe my battery is out. No, you have to be thinking outside the box all the time. If something happens, what do I do? The show has to go on, or the recording has to go on. Or, for example, say I'm recording the president and he's giving a speech, a presidential speech.
Yes.
And my battery runs out. So what do I do? You have to be very attentive to every detail that looks like it's small, but it's not small. Yeah, then you also have to have the passion. If you don't love what you're doing, yeah, you'll slack, you'll be mediocre, you'll be like, yeah. I mean, your
And
work
yours
will be
never do
very
good,
bad.
yeah.
In this field, your work has to speak for you. Because, I mean, people can watch what you've worked on, 5 years from now. And what does it say about you who worked on the sound? So you have to be very, very attentive and very intentional. So that is what I've learned. My mentors, or my direct mentor, is very organized. He's taught us, if you see his files, oh my God. At first I was intimidated. I was like, I think I may not be this organized. But now I've learned you have to keep your files. Everything has to be where you have to be really a perfectionist. So that is what I've learned. Yeah, I think it's made me grow. I can't say I was a perfectionist. I was close to, but now it's really like better.
Yeah. And what would you say has been a challenge you've had to overcome since embarking?
Yeah, sometimes there is long hours. Yeah, sometimes last year we were working on a TV series that has to show every day.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not that's what I was telling you. You have to improve. You have to be intentional because you cannot tell a whole broadcasting company that I ran out of time, so this show won't air today. You can't. The whole country is waiting. They need to know what happens in a certain episode.
Yeah.
So whether you want it or not, it has rained, it has not, that show has to run at the exact time that it has been running every day. Yeah, so sometimes the hours have been long and yeah, but you get used to it. Then also there is that aspect where you're the only woman, so you cannot have substandard work because you're a woman.
Yeah, everyone will be like,
Everyone will be like, I mean, what do you say that women can do what men can do and you're not doing
it.
Yes.
You have a point to prove.
Yes. And they don't have favoritism that, since you're a woman, we'll favor you. And no, you have to deliver.
Do you think things are harder for you?
No, I don't think so.
You think it's generally
I do not think so. No, I don't think so. Yeah.
But I love that
because if men are doing it, why can't I do it? I also have to do it. I also can do it.
And how have you achieved, because you mentioned that you're a mother. Yeah. And how have you achieved balance between work and sustaining your home and also being, mom?
I do not take work home. That's a rule. Yeah. If it's time for me and my child, then work has to wait. So what I do, long hours, I'd rather have long hours
Then take work home.
and leave my laptop at work. Yes. Because if I take it home, I definitely have to look. Remember, we are perfectionists.
Yeah.
I remember, oh my God, did that sound? So I'll go back and check. So I'd rather have the long hours, do something perfectly, leave that laptop at the studio. Then I come back home, and now also my brain has to rest. My eyes as well have to rest because you're looking at the computer the whole day. So I try to balance it that way.
And what advice would you give to other people, maybe women, yes, but also just people in general who want to break into the field, into sound engineering?
Okay, this field is very broad. It's very broad. Sound engineering has dialogue editors. It has sound designers. It has people who do scoring. It has Foley engineers. It has producers, it's very, very broad. So I think instead of everyone crowding social sciences, you can come and join this field. Yeah.
There's opportunities.
Yes,
I think
there's
this is the problem,
opportunities.
people don't
Yes.
think there is work
Yes.
here.
And right now the government is trying to invest in the creative spaces. Yeah. So there's a lot of work there, and Ugandans right now are intentional. We want to put our stories out there so much. So as you said earlier, if your sound is bad, no one will take your story seriously.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and ladies as well shouldn't be intimidated and feel like this is something for men. The ladies are very, very multi-talented, and they are multitasked. Imagine I have to be a mother at the same time I have to do all other things. Yeah, so ladies should think about it.
As a person that has had experience with not being able to pursue something that they maybe really wanted to pursue, and maybe this is because of family or society or people's prejudice about the thing that you want to pursue, how has this from that experience, what have you learned, and what do you think that we should be more attentive to as a society, family, community members, in order to not stifle people, so people can actually shine?
Yeah, I think right from the beginning, it's important to know what talents your child has and help them develop it. So I'm thinking if I wasn't stopped when I was in primary school being a creative, I should have been very far right now. So our parents shouldn't have this prejudice that my child should be a doctor, a lawyer and stuff. You might push your child there, but they will not excel that much. Yet if they grow in something where their talent is, they'll be more fulfilled, and they'll discover so much. Yeah. So I think parents should not limit their children. You have to get these points, and you have to go to this university and study this. Let children explore and discover what they want to do early. If your child is an artist, help them become the artist that they are talented in. If your child loves music, you know, back when I was joining uni, it wasn't easy to tell your parent, I want to go and do music, dance and drama at Makerere University.
Sometimes it feels like a bit of a privilege to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, which parent would pay for that course? They'll say, no, you will starve. There are so many starving artists and stuff. But I feel that if you're pursuing your passion, you won't starve, because you'll be doing it out of love. You'll know what to do, how to do it. It won't be an obligation. I'm just making money. It's good to make money, but it's good to make it like out of something that is a hobby. It's enjoyable. It won't drain you. You push a creative. For example, if I was pushed right now to be a doctor, I mean, symptoms of malaria are the same.
As many things.
Symptoms of, say, HIV are the same everywhere, you know. So I feel I wouldn't have been so much. I would have learned what was there in the 90s up to now. It's not very...
The dedication would not be the same.
It's not very, very challenging. Now, I'm not by any means saying doctors are... No, but I feel if right now where I am, I'm more creative. I'm happier. I'm blooming more. I enjoy what I do 100%.
And there's a natural curiosity that comes with doing what you want. You're eager to learn more. You're not forced to learn more.
Yes.
That's why we have a lot of mediocre doctors, mediocre lawyers, mediocre... Because people are pushed into things.
Yeah, we are not created. Like, there is no one who is exactly the same. Everyone has a calling. Everyone has a talent that someone else doesn't have. So you cannot push everyone to be the same.
Yes.
You've gone to hospitals and and the nurses don't want to even know they are rude. I feel those are people who are pushed there, maybe because of the points they got, or the parents are saying you have to be this. But you've seen, I'm going to give, for example, there's a doctor in Kenya. He's called Dr. Joel Ngaji something. He treats endometriosis. He's always on the plane to go perform surgeries, and he loves his work. But even when he's worked very long hours, he's happy, he's smiling, because that is his calling. So if you put him in a bank to do numbers, he won't be happy.
At all.
Yeah, so parents shouldn't be close-minded. And even not necessarily parents, you should be able to, okay, most people say, oh, my mom wants a degree of law, I'll take it to her, and then I pursue what I want.
Yes, that is so common. That is so common.
It's very common.
And then time gets, so much time gets wasted.
So many times. Yeah.
Because and money, because what's the point of having
what's the point? So, but in case you didn't have the opportunity to do what you want and you were forced, you can still explore what you want and still branch out. I got out and now I'm happier. So you have to be confident and intentional and know that where I am, I'm not being fulfilled. I need to fulfill myself and pursue it. Yeah.
Do you feel like there is ways your work in social work has informed your work in sound engineering, or vice versa? As a sound engineer, are there things that you've learned here that are applicable there, or vice versa?
Yeah. You see, like how I'm the only woman in the studio. Of course, I learned working in a team through social
work. Yes.
Yeah, so you know how to behave in a team. And even when the sexes are different, you're the only female. Social sciences, of course, taught me how do I approach working with men in the spaces of only males, and I'm the only female. How do I behave? How do I work with them? How do I approach them? Like, for example, if I have a challenge, how do I talk to them? And same as them, I'm sure they learned so much from me being a female. Like many times we are maybe working on scoring, yes. We have different opinions. My music is different.
From their taste.
Yes. So many times we share ideas and I'm like, no, but I think this music is better. So when we combine theirs and mine, it brings out something beautiful. Yeah, so that is all that other background that I had. Yeah, your behavior. I had a chance of studying behavioral psychology.
Nice. Tell us more.
Psychology, which was my major, but there was a course unit called behavioral psychology. You have to know how to behave with people, and you have to know which temperament is a certain person. Some are introverts, others are not, others are happy people, others are creative in the night, others are creative in the morning. People are not morning people. I'm not a morning person.
Yeah, but also like,
so you have
being
to
able
know.
To apply all that.
Yes, you have to
I'm
know.
a firm believer that people like psychology should be one of those things that
yes.
is like openly given, like free information.
True.
Because you learned a lot. Do you feel like sorry to diverse a bit, but do you feel like what things have been so key in your work that you learned through your studies in psychology and in social work that have because I know for a fact having an awareness of psychology will change your life 100%. I studied counseling and guidance.
Nice.
And I can 100%. I keep telling people like, you guys, this should be free education. Like things I was learning in class, I was like, this should be free education because it changes you from the core. And it just having a good awareness of who you are and what your capacities are and how you work makes it easier for you to work with other people.
True. And also other people are always different from you. So you have to know how do you handle them and how do you live in the same space and you don't clash. Yes, so it's very, very important to have that background as well.
since we're on the topic, how do you handle conflict? There's a lot of differences between you and the people you relate with, obviously at work. You're the only woman there. So in the situation in which there is conflict, how do you handle that?
Luckily, we've not had conflicts.
Like major ones, eh? Yeah.
Not even minor.
Do you think this is because you're very good at relating with
Yes, yes. But the people as well. I mean, it's a space that doesn't have a lot of nitty-gritties, free time.
people? It's always work.
Everyone is on
So
the
anyone
laptop
that is
and
going to do
headsets.
sound engineering,
No,
you
yeah,
have to
we
be ready
have,
for this.
yeah, we have team buildings. We have time where we joke, we play, and what. But I mean, you have a deadline, so you have to calculate your time and know that you're delivering something before the deadline catches you up. So there is little time for us to clash. There's little, really.
As a sound engineer, I bet when you're watching movies or listening to something, you're very keen and very particular, like, in my expertise, I don't know. So I'm sure there's like something that has stood out for you. Is there a production, a movie, a theatrical production, anything that you watched and listened to and you were like, wow, if I could do this, I would be very, 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 very proud of myself.
Yeah. There's several. I mostly love Ugandan. They are the first people I look to before I go out.
Yes.
So I've followed their work. There is Isaiah Tabaro. He's a Ugandan. He worked on Black Adam. Did you watch that?
No.
Oh my God. Black Adam and what else? He's done like so many good movies. Then there is Malinga who? There's a Malinga somewhere. I don't remember his other name. They've done very good work. I listen to the sound and I'm like, yeah, that's
This
it.
is on point.
They slap you. And okay, sometimes when you record some of those special effects are not there.
Yeah.
So they have to make them, that is called Foley engineering. We have to create a slap and add it into that movie. We have to create footsteps. So you want,
I've seen this. I've seen a woman where her job is to just
yes.
do this.
So you want Foley engineering. So you won't put footsteps of someone with a flat shoe when someone is wearing a high heel. You can't put horses' steps the same as someone who is walking, let's say, on this type of. You have to be very, very intentional. So these guys have done very good work. I listen to it and I feel like, yeah, this is so good. And I'm like, if they do it, I have to do it. Then there are also, of course, several movies that are really, really good. I don't know which one in particular, but yeah, as you've said, I'm always keen. Some I watch and I'm like, no, you guys, but you lied. No, this is not allowed.
What's the thing you're most sensitive to?
The sound, definitely.
No, like within sound, because you've mentioned so many like breakdowns. There's scoring. There's There's all this. What is the thing that you maybe
what I'm specializing in right now?
To ask, what are you specializing in?
I'm specializing in dialogue editing now. Yes, although I'm also still studying scoring, Foley, sound design and the like, but I'm mostly now specializing in dialogue editing. Yes. So I'm so keen to hear, yes, it's a crowd, but if we are targeting one person, I should be able to hear that one person out of the whole crowd. That means that dialogue editing was done well. But if we are the two of us, and I'm hearing that person, that other, so many people in our sound, then the dialogue wasn't done so well. Even the two of us, I should be able to hear your voice. If I'm concentrating on your microphone, I should be able to hear your voice clearly alone, then mine as well alone. And that is what we call dialogue editing. Yes.
Yeah. You've taught us so many things. I mean, I'm like, maybe I do have a career in
Yes,
sound
you can
after all.
come.
There is so
Yeah,
much going on.
yeah.
That's
You can just come. I'll teach you.
Hey, yes, teach
Yes, you
me.
can.
What is the legacy you would love to leave in sound engineering?
Yeah. I'd love more women. So many women to come because they are going to improve the space. Women are very talented. I just want more women to come. So something is cooking, but part of it is I'd love to do career guidance from the roots, because back then I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah.
But imagine if I learned about it, I wouldn't have wasted 3 years in uni and working in those spaces, and I'm sad and I'm slagging, and because I'm not enjoying it. So I want young people to know about it early.
Yeah.
And I had very good people who have mentored me and have not had an issue passing on information. I'll also love to pass it on to the coming generation. Yeah.
So lastly, really, is there a woman within the field that has inspired you to keep at it, to keep working towards your goals?
By all means, I'm that woman.
I love it. You know, you mentioned it earlier. You're like, you feel like a pioneer.
I am that
and
woman,
I think it makes sense because
yes.
there is so very few. I know one, but like even the scale at which you have the opportunity to do it, for people to trust you with their work, it's so...
I actually do know one. She's called Joan. Joan, I can't remember her surname. She was working on Damalai, and her scoring was so good. You know, the music in Damalai. If you've not watched Damalai,
I've watched a few episodes.
yes, she was so good. Yeah, that is her work. But why I say me is because I look at my journey. When I started studying sound engineering, my child was barely 3. But I had to study because I used to study on a laptop. It was an online course. So I had to lock myself in the bedroom. And my baby is in the living room crying. Because she wasn't used being apart, and there was no one else. So imagine you're a first-time mother and your baby's crying in the other room. You can hear her, but you need to study. So when I would come out, it used to be 3 hours. So I would come out and she got so exhausted and slept off somewhere. Should even still be trembling out of crying, you know. But that was heartbreaking, but I had to study. Then there is also aspects of good equipment. I didn't have a sensible laptop by then, but I had to study. Then I had to make sure internet and all, like balancing. Yes, she's crying, but is she hungry? Because I mean, I wasn't going to kill my child because I have to study, you know. So the journey was very, very hard, but look where I am now. So I inspire my own self.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yes.
And maybe we can leave the audience with anything you'd like to share, something to help them on their journey in pursuing things that maybe other people are telling them not to pursue, or in just following their dreams. Maybe women out there that might be watching.
Yeah, so one is you have to believe in yourself and choose yourself. Make sure you're fulfilled and be happy, because time will run out. I mean, we are not going to live forever. But don't reach that stage and you can't do much and you have regrets. Believe in yourself, explore. I feel like someone out there can do so much, but you're limiting yourself. Don't limit yourself. Everyone is a creative in one way or another. Always create. Don't sit back and don't wait for people to do things. You can start something that people will do. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. So believe in yourself, be confident, and if you feel like you want to be a sound engineer, Yes, you can be a sound engineer. Why not? I didn't start out as a sound engineer, but I am right
Are
now.
there any good resources that you can leave people with, like someone who's really curious about becoming a sound engineer, where they can start?
There's a lot. There's a lot of resources on YouTube. Yeah, there. I can't point out which one, but
Yes,
it is so much. There are journals. There, you can also come to our studio. Mulika Studios is in Chiwatule.
Please, Malika Studios is in Chiwatule.
Yes, look for
You
Mulika
guys give
Studios.
classes?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We even give online classes. That is starting next month. You can enroll. Just I think we'll put our socials on this.
On the video.
Yeah, on
Watch out
this
for the
video.
socials on the
And
video.
myself, my socials. You can reach me. Yeah, and
What
I'll
are
give
your
you more. Is Instagram Donna Kai. Donna DONAHKAI. You reach me there. But you can also follow Mulika Studios. That is Mulika. Mulika is MULIKA Studios. Just type it in. Yeah. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Yes. You can always reach us. Just come to the studio. I mean, we are always busy, but we love mentoring.
Yeah.
We'll always work out a way to mentor you. But also right now, there are also classes going on. My mentors are having people online right now. Yeah, you can also follow them. You can follow Semuju Isima. That one is one of Uganda's finest. Yes. You. Thank you, Sound
Please.
Guy Omupi. Please follow Sound Guy.
One of
You
the
see how
best, one
famous
of
he
the
is. You
best,
even
yeah,
know
one of
him.
the best. I know him through KITF last year.
Awesome.
And the opportunity to work with him. Amazing, amazing.
Yes, him. Follow Joseph Arinzemas. Is one of the top producers in the country. I mean, there's so much
the best
talent
thing about
there.
joining now is you have so much access to big people, like,
Yes.
to people that have done great work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can be so good. And the space is so big. It is
Monica.
big. Yeah, the space of the creatives in.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it is so big. So yeah, come and join. Even you.
I
Come.
cried. There's a time I was editing that podcast and I cried. I was like,
And it's
so
not hard.
much.
With the right skills,
Yes,
it's
I
not
think it's
hard.
because I was, well, first of all, this was me going into it with no prior experience. I had never even
Yes.
seen a video of someone editing sound. In my head, I was like, okay, it's something I have to do because I cannot post this thing the way it is. It sounds horrible. There's
Yes.
trees and birds and kids and everything. And I got overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed. Like, it's actually a thing. One of the most important fields in the
Yes,
universe is
it
sound.
does. And
It is
people
so
underestimate
demanding.
it.
It is so
Yeah.
I looked at the laptop, I wanted to throw it. I was editing on Audacity, and before that I think I even preferred
The
editing
Audacity
on
is for
GarageBand.
beginners.
But I remember and that was killing me, bro. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
for beginners, but I
Yeah.
was damn near dying.
I
So
remember I
it was
also started with Audacity as well.
Yeah.
But then I had to upgrade to all these other softwares that they make work easier.
That's
Easier.
because
If
you
you
understand
have
them,
the
yeah.
skills,
You
it's
understand them.
easier. Yes.
Well, Doreen, thank you so much for your time. I have had so much fun talking
You're
to
welcome.
you.
Me too.
I
Thank you
hope
for having
everyone
me.
there has learned something new, and
Yeah.
Maybe you're looking forward to trying out sound engineering. If not, that's also okay. But thank you so much for having us.
Yay.